Hey, what's up guys, this is Who's5635 here with a little video. This is in Advanced Warfare Zombies. This is on the very first map of Outbreak. Now, this is just a little high rounding strat for this map. This map has been out for a very long time, and I just re-downloaded the game, and it is so much fun. I just started playing it again. I just remembered all the good times I had in this game, and I wanted to do a high round strategy on it. Now, this game is very different from the other Zombies games, seeing as the exosuit for you and the exos for the zombies and the different kinds of zombies, the red, green, and blue ones. You can see the blue ones effect right there being really annoying. And let's just get straight into the guns and weapons and perks, that you need for this. Now, I suggest that you have the EM1 and the cauterizer. Now, the EM1 is going to be for point racking. The earlier you can get this, the better, because you're going to need points right off the bat to start getting, your perks and to start leveling up guns. But once you get far enough, you won't really need it anymore. But this is pretty lucky. Whenever you get a hyper damage or an insta kill, you can just sit here and go like this and absolutely kill everything really, really easily. And I think I just ended the round actually. But yeah, that's really good. And the train that I like to use is out here in the starting room, I guess, where you run the zombies around this bus, and whenever they funnel into right here, you just kind of zap and you just keep laying into them, and you go over here, you boost a couple times, you might get stunned, but that's okay, and then you just start zapping, and then you just keep going this way. You keep running around a bus, and then you just do this while backing up continuously. Wow, it's a dog round. Oh, finished it. Okay. And then you have the cauterizer. Now the cauterizer is, you can actually use it the exact same way. Whenever they're being funneled in right in here, you can sit right here and you can just hold down the trigger and it'll become a full auto shotgun. And whenever it gets to right here, they physically cannot escape the blast. If they're in that funnel, they will be hit, because it actually hits a pretty wide array, and if you can get them in that, then they are for sure going to die, well, depending on your level and the level of the gun and the round that you're on. This strategy has worked in the very high rounds. I don't know, like 60s and 70s is a lot of fun. Ooh, that was close. But I haven't gotten very far, just because it gets a bit tedious just kind of doing this all the time. But also, with upgrading your guns, you're going to make sure you do not upgrade your guns too often. If you do, you're going to max them out, and you're not going to be able to get any ammo from them, and it's going to be really bad because you're going to start running out of ammo on the higher rounds whenever drops are a lot less frequent. So as you can see, I believe that one's Mark 3 and this one's Mark 4. They can go up to 20, I believe, on this map at least. And they can go up to 20, and that's really good, but that gives you 20 max ammos. It kind of gives you 20, it gives you 20 max ammos for that specific gun. And the EM1 you can use for a very, very long time until it runs out of its percentage down there. I'm only at 86%. And I've been using it quite a bit. Now right there was a kind of bad situation. As they cornered me, I got stuck. That was dumb. But this is why I also recommend you have contact grenades. They explode on impact and they do a lot of damage. They can get you out of a bad situation very easily. And also the other grenade, right now I have a nano swarm. Now it's either between nano swarm or the, ooh, that was bad, the nano swarm or the distraction drone. Either one does really good. It just depends on which one you like to use better. You can throw a distraction drone down and then lay into the zombies while they're distracted, or you can throw one of these down, the nano swarms, in, say, a doorway, like right here. You can just shoot it into the doorway and then you can stand behind it. Now this unfortunately doesn't work very high rounds, because the zombies actually eventually can run all the way through and out the other end. So it's not very reliable. I believe that the distraction drone is a lot better for basically distracting. Like, it'll distract them all while you can either use your cauterizer and just lay into them, or you can just point rack with this and then eventually kill them, or you can shoot some grenades and end them all. And yeah, that's basically all. And a little bit more for the training. Well, of course you're going to get these drops. Let's talk about that first. Now the drops, a lot of drops pop out here, and then some can drop in the exo room way in the back. Now, if you have a turret, I recommend it in this corner or where I placed it over there. or you could do it in this corner over here. Either way, it's probably going to die pretty fast because it's a turret, and turrets are not very good in zombies. But the drones are really good. Whenever you pop a drone, you kind of just let it fly around. It can clear around for you. If you just let it do its job, you won't really have to do anything, and it's going to be really awesome. See, it just flies around, it does all that. And then camos, I kind of like to just get rid of camos because they don't really do much for you. They're not too great. I mean, they are really good for if you need to get a place, or you're in a bad place in the map. Say you ran over to the exo room to pick up a drop, and on the way out you just started a new round, and it's going to be basically impossible to get back. I mean, of course you could do the shoot to get out of there, but say you don't think of that, or the shoot is blocked off, you physically can't get over to it, just pop the camo and you'll be just fine. Now, about the training, as you can see right now, I'm just kind of jumping and boosting around the bus. I'm occasionally looking back, but not too much. I know basically where the majority of the zombies are. They're always going to stay behind me because this game is a little bit derpy with the way the zombies work. And if you have Nano Swarm or distraction drones, you can basically run a big horde and then run them through this doorway and then just lay into them. And then you run them in a big loop around this room, and you just exit the room. You just go back out into the courtyard and you keep running your train. It's really easy, except whenever you have these electric zombies, which are really annoying. See, they keep recharging your exo, and then you can just slip past and get out because all the horde is going to be behind you, and then you can lay into them while they're coming out of that doorway. And I actually think you can get to very high rounds doing this. So there you go, guys. If you guys like this video and you want more like it, keep it tuned here, and I will see you all in the next one.